Hey, what is going on, guys? Mountain here. Welcome back to Rift Lake. I believe it's episode 2. Yeah, it is episode 2. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys like this little rock and roll intro. But today we're starting off the episode with building some information booths. So, these information booths are actually inspired by Universal Studios Orlando. Never been there, but the park entrance looks beautiful. And I really love these small, compact information booths because you can have a lot of them in the front entrance, and it really works out well. I think it's a very, just well-made booth. So, hope you guys enjoy this. I might put this on my workshop later. We will see, but not right now. So, yeah, the first thing we're doing is building around one of the staff figures because I'm guessing that I'm probably gonna put some in here when I open up the park. So, yeah, I mean. Here's the thing with staff figures is that they walk away easily even if you have them set to a different area, especially because I've set it's a scenario so I can move the entrance to the park. But it's kind of hard because they always go to the staff like relax areas and stuff. I might have to turn that off in options or something. But yeah, as of right now you can see that I just threw a red roof on and I put some a basic shape on the top. I didn't really like the look of that, so I took that off later. But yeah, I was just seeing the scale of it compared to the rest of the park, and it came out really well. I'm very proud of it. Yeah, so the next thing we do is we add some pamphlets, so like a map or what you would see in the front of a park, and I just use the wood pieces and I recolor them because they're actually smaller than the basic shapes, and I think they came out really well. I just copy them and paste them and then change the colors around. And yeah, that's basically all I do with these information booths. I mean, I throw some information signs on them, but that's really it. They really look diverse, and I think they look really good too. You can tell they're information booths with the little eye sign that I'm putting on right now. And yeah, I'm very glad what happened with it. It looks good, and it works for this park, I think, especially with this entrance. But the next thing we're doing actually after this is we're redoing half of the left side, or the whole left side of the park so far, at least the entrance part. So yeah, so we're starting off with the Hotel California, not the one from the Eagles, which actually I will talk about shortly, but the actual Hotel California. I forgot where it's located, but this is the real Hotel California, which is obviously in California somewhere. I forgot, my bad. But yeah, so I'll put a picture of it right now on screen. But yeah, this is basically what the inspiration is going to go on, and this is kind of a gateway to of architecture, not an actual gateway, but like a way to subtly lead the rest of the architecture into place. So this is going to be the whole spot. This is going to blend in the architecture. This is going to go with the stucco look, with the brick look. So yeah, I'm planning some big things after this episode, so stay tuned. Please tune in every episode because I'm going to be adding different things, and I'm going to make this more interesting. Especially if you're a music fan, you'll appreciate most of the stuff I'm going to do in here, at least rock and roll wise. Yeah, so right now we're making some bigger arches on the top after the small ones because it's just going to make the whole look, I think, basically. I'm gonna arch it, and then I'm gonna copy it and paste it like I do with everything, and it's really easy. Like, I think anyone could do this if they just keep watching like videos such as like Rudy or Channel 5 Gaming is great because I'm a part of their community, and they're great because you can learn so much from other people and other creators. And I believe people like the Lady Designer and Bro Coaster have just started like this new thing. They're giving all their video money to charity, or their monetization money, and it's actually really cool. And they're kind of doing the same thing that Johnny does, submit stuff and then just post it online, and then you watch it, and then you give them feedback in the end. And I think that's actually a great idea on both their sets. So Johnny's the OG one, but I'm glad what they're doing too is great. So yeah, shout out to them. Anyways, I feel like I shouldn't give them shoutouts. They should be shouting out me. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm the smaller creator here. It's not like I have 11,000 subs. I have 150 almost. Yeah, doesn't matter. I'm just happy to do this, and yeah, I like just putting my stuff on the internet because, you know, I feel like other people could see what I'm doing and then appreciate that, so they know what to do with their next creation. And that's kind of the reason why I do the signs too, is so other people can learn. And because a lot of people don't understand Planet Coaster as well as other people, and the building techniques that we use. So I feel like some people need videos and inspiration like this. So I really, guys, hope you better appreciate this kind of stuff, not just for me. I'm not asking you to appreciate it. I'm asking you to learn from it. My mistakes, I learned from my mistakes. I learned from so many other creators on this channel, or on this platform, such on Discord and other platforms like that too. So, you know, sharing your videos and, you know, creating stuff, it's the greatest way to create, I think, because people are learning. And I think learning is probably the biggest thing here. So, yeah. We're starting to diverse the architecture here. I'm adding a yellow roof with some black outlines, which really actually make the whole tile sick. I think it makes it pop. And yeah, so you're gonna see this whole building from the front. I only really add like bathrooms in here and other stuff, but I think it's a good opposite for the Golden Trumpet, which I'm still not sure if I'm gonna change the name or not, but yeah, I don't know yet. So yeah, I mean, this is really gonna be a facade, and I'm gonna have a stage building connected to it. You can kind of tell from how I'm building it. This building's floating right now on top of it, but yeah. So it's based off the hotel, so you're obviously gonna have a hotel suite on the top, and I think it's actually a pretty nice looking one in my eyes. Oh, my video froze. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of changing the whole park layout because the architecture is really gonna set a stand. I only realized until a couple days ago what I wanted to do with this park. I was very confused on part of it, but I'm very glad. So I'll just give you a layout of what I have in mind. So you're gonna walk into a plaza from these two buildings, in between these buildings, and it's gonna be a giant building, which I will not reveal, but it's really California inspired, and I'm very excited to build this. Like, I'm kind of fanboying over it, so just comment down below what you think it is, and I'll comment down below, or I'll give you a little like if you got it right. So yeah, and then the rest of it's gonna branch out. So from that building, in the middle and center and the front of it, like the back of it, I should say, not the front, there's gonna be different break-offs. So I'm gonna have it lead to another plaza that's gonna branch out into the theme park branch of it, and the other part's gonna turn into a musical festival part, and there's gonna be this giant stadium that's gonna be with a giant stage and sound. So it's more in the timeline of what I'm thinking and like the creative factor of Rift Lake. So it's gonna correspond to my posters in the front with like Foo Fighters, Pearl Jam, and other bands I have up there like U2 or Fleetwood Mac. So, you know, I'm thinking that's where the concerts are held. It is where the concerts are held, and that's the timeline. So this park's been around for a while, because I think the first one on that list is 2002. So it's only like a 20-year-old park, but I think it's 16 as of right now. But I'm thinking that this is an older park in general. So it's probably gonna be 20 years old. And that's basically going to be the timeline of this park, and I'm wondering how I'm going to do with the coasters, because I think it would be necessary for me to make old coasters to new coasters, but in 2002, a lot of the new coasters were being built rather than the 90s, where all the coasters really exploded. But in the 2000s, that's where it started really getting technical. So I think they're all going to be a little newer coasters, not like aero coasters or anything like that. So I'm actually really excited about this park because it's fairly new, I guess I should say so myself, because I don't really know of many parks that are this new, because most of them were built in the 90s and 80s, and then the rest of them were built in like the 70s and 60s. So It's really a cool park because I think it's really Hard Rock inspired. That park didn't really make it that long, but it's still a great company. So I'll probably have a tribute to that park somewhere around here because I went to it once when I was very little, but it was like I can't say what year it was, but it was in the year it was open as Hard Rock, and I'm just fanboying about this park because I completely remember it, and it was a very fun park. It's sad that they spent all their money and totally fucked up the situation, but I'm really happy with how this park's turning out. So this is my version of a rock and roll park. It's gonna have a lot of inspiration from other bands and other things. So the problem with Hard Rock I always felt is that it didn't theme enough. Like, they had a Led Zeppelin coaster. It wasn't really Led Zeppelin, it was just like, it was a regular coaster. It was smacked with Led Zeppelin on it. I want to build a heavily themed theme park that has lots of money because of this is how they make their money. Well, this is how they made their money. I'm thinking the roller coasters were later, but this stadium always existed, and then they built up from that. So I'm gonna have this stadium be pre-existent. So I want to think this stadium was built in the 90s or something like that. Maybe, yeah, 90s probably. And from that's how they built this theme park. They got enough money from the stadium and built up a theme park around it because they needed more. Well, they wanted more money and they wanted this place to grow because it was a good set of land and there wasn't people around here for miles. So building a theme park, I feel like they were thinking that it would bring more people and it would bring in more of a city around it. I'm obviously not going to build the city, but this is what I'm really thinking. So it's probably, I want to say this is near San Francisco. That's where I had it set. I want to say it's outside of San Francisco. I always see there's lots of land out there. Couldn't tell you where near there, but I really love the area and it really reminds me of that place. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with that, and that's really the storyline here. The company builds, or not the company, well, the owner of the stadium starts with the stadium and music festivals, and it's grown from there. So you're gonna have like lots of flags and lots of banners, and like there's gonna be music of who's playing that week, and you'll see posters who's playing that week. I'm obviously gonna have, I don't know, maybe I'll have it different every episode, probably not. Only when I finish this main part. So like this is more of a Main Street area. It's a walkthrough. So I think it's more of a little hall, or not hall, a big lane, and then you walk into it, and then you see this giant plaza with this giant building in front. Still not gonna say that, but one goes the whole stadium way, another goes the theme park way. So I'm really crossing my fingers of how heavily themed this is gonna be, because I'm really hoping I can make it great. Like, I want it to be Universal Disneyland themed, not just like a Six Flags theme, if you know what I'm going for. If you've ever been to a Six Flags park, you would see it's themed, but it's not really like, while you're in the ride, it's really heavily themed, like on a roller coaster at least. Not like their dark rides. Their dark rides are actually pretty decent, like the Justice League ones. I like those are pretty fun. But yeah, so I mean, we're coming to an end of the episode, but right before then, I'm gonna build these water fountains. I've seen other people do it different ways, and I just decided to do it my own way. So I kind of literally just threw this together like really quick. Got the gumdrop, made it black, and then I added the pipes because I saw people using the pipes, and I'm like, hey, that's a great idea. So threw that there, and then I feel like people tend to forget that there's kids in this park, so you gotta add a second little one for the kids to reach, because they can't reach that far up off the ground. Their mouse won't reach the water. So yeah, I'm lightly theming this part. Not sure what I want to put here. I don't know what I want to title the building either. So I mean, it can go many ways in my opinion. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw in a bathroom here, and that's really the end of the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this. There's going to be one pretty soon, I want to say in a week. I've been pretty busy lately, but I'm going to try uploading more. So yeah, I'm crossing my fingers, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Rift Lake. Please comment down below what you guys want to see in this park, because I haven't really heard much from you guys. not a lot of views, but still, I want to develop this park really quickly. I'm really loving the look of it, so, you know, I think it deserves more credit, and I hope you guys do enjoy this series. Yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. I've been Mountain, and I'll catch you all real soon. Later, guys. Rock and roll.